friends, welcome to The Book Collector. I'm Joan, and I am on a quest to read the books I've been collecting and continue to collect. So it is no small feat, but I come here and I share what I've read, what I'm going to read, what I plan to read, just discuss books of all kinds. Well, not of all kind, there are some that I don't like. So I want to talk about maybe my September TBR list. This is in no way set, but I do belong to 2 book clubs, and then there are books that I just want to read. So one of my books is being delivered today, so I don't have a physical, but I'll put one up here. It's not a book club pick, but I do have a story about it. My first book club September pick is You Belong Here. And I got this as a book of the month club in July. And my book club was gracious enough to pick it. I'm about halfway through. I'm enjoying it. It is a kind of mystery. It is a little slow moving in the center bit, but I think it'll pick up. It was pretty fast in establishing. Basically, it goes something like, and I'm not going to read from it. I'm just going to kind of tell you what I remember. This one, she is an only child who grows up in a college town where her parents are both professors, so she grows up on the campus. She goes to the university, and they have this tradition each fall. They call it the howling, so I guess there's mountains and forests and wind. And so when the fall comes and the winds start picking up, it makes this great howling, whistling kind of thing. And then the kids go out in the forest and they kind of play tag and points. It's competitive. So her roommate goes missing, and there's a big brouhaha. They never find a body. They don't know what happened. Some think she disappeared, but everyone thinks our main character knows more than she's telling since she was the roommate. And then we fast forward to current day, where her only daughter had secretly applied to that university, and she is attending, and now she's gone missing after the first howling. So I'm halfway through. I'll let you know. Pretty fun, enjoyable read at this point. My October book club pick for that same book club is The Extraordinary Life of Sam Hell. I know nothing about it. I have had people tell me it's one of the best books they've ever read, and so I got it, and I'm looking forward to go. I don't know anything about this book. I have friends tell me that it's the best book they've ever read, so I am curious. I don't think I've even read the back at this point, but I am looking forward to it. And when anybody tells me it's the best book they've ever read, I'm all in. Okay, so I have I'll have a book club pick for September, October for my other book club, which I don't know it yet because we meet next week. And then I have 3 books that I want to read because I want to read them. Okay, so the first one, which I don't have the picture for yet, I'll insert it. I ordered this book 11 years ago. And how do I know I ordered this book 11 years ago? Because when I went to order it again, it said, hey, you purchased this back in 2014. And I know I gave it away because I hadn't read it, and I thought, there's no use in this. So what book is that? What am I talking about? I am talking about another classic. The book invented a genre, and it's In Cold Blood by Truman Capote. Why do I want to read this book? Why didn't I read it in the last 11 years when I had the book? So I saw the movie Capote with Philip Seymour Hoffman. Now, I'm a big movie fan, and I like a good adaptation. Now, this is not an adaptation of In Cold Blood. It is a movie that tells of Truman Capote's life during the time where he is writing this book and inventing this new genre of literary nonfiction, narrative nonfiction, I think it's called, which then overlays with true crime. And it was fascinating. And so I decided I wanted to read in cold blood, having this kind of understanding of how it came about and how it was written. So I recently rewatched it. So now I want to read it again. I've asked my friend Nan if she wants to read it with me. I don't think she does, but I'm going to read it anyway. The next book that I want to read for fun, it's on my TBR, is Enemy Women. And this book was loaned to me by my friend Lisa, and she said, I really think you'll enjoy it. And it has been probably a couple years that I've had this. Now, she lives across the street, so I can give it to her whenever she needs it, but it has been on my end, and I couldn't remember where I placed it. I had reorganized my books, and so for the past couple weeks I've been, I want to read that book, where is it? So I'm going to read that this month. The next book that I want to read, and I did this in a First Impression Friday. It came up on my Libby, so this and In Cold Blood will probably be my next books after the September book club selection you belong here. And once my book club picks another one, that one will be there too. So it's quite a stack of books for the month of September, particularly since I have not been engaged in my reading quite as much. I've been doing other things, you know. I had an Afghan that I was making of granny squares, and it's taken me 2 years, but I really wanted to finish sewing it all together. So I've spent time doing that and, you know, other things. My kids have been home and just life. But I'm glad to be back to the books. And I'd love to know what you're reading this month. What's on your September TBR? And if you have any suggestions that you think I'd like. But that's it for this time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy this kind of content, please like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. And I really do appreciate you watching and letting me blather on about the books I'm interested in. So I hope you are reading something you love. And until next time, keep reading.